Hey Tom, I'm James. I've been a massive fan of you and Ed ever since the days of the silly stick figure and sock puppet stuff you two used to do in Newgrounds. This is my girlfriend Susie. Her brother Peter recently went through a similar experience to Ed.
Hi Tom, I'm Susie, Peter's sister, and I'm here to tell you about Peter's story. I'm so blessed to have had such an amazing brother in my life, and here he is. Peter's story began when he was just 16, and we noticed that he had a lump in the side of his neck. Obviously, we just kind of hoped that it wasn't going to be anything bad and it was just an infection or something, but it turned out to be sarcoma, which is actually a really rare form of cancer. And obviously he started treatment, he had chemotherapy, he had radiotherapy, and after a massive operation which involved taking a bone out of his leg and putting it in his neck, he was actually better, and he got better, and he was better for quite a long time. He had a good year or two of remission, and you know, he was living life to the full. And before we knew it, you know, he just started coughing, and we thought, oh, you know, that just must be some kind of cold or something. But as it turned out, it was fluid on the lungs, and the cancer had actually returned in his lungs. Obviously, we were all completely devastated, and being in such a major internal organ like that, you know, it's a lot more scary. So what they did to treat that was they actually blasted it with chemotherapy, as you do, and he also had half of his lung actually removed. So he was just living day to day with 1.5 lungs. They told us that, you know, they got rid of about 99% of it, but and we thought, oh, okay, well, that's pretty good, he'll be fine, you know, that's what you always think. And he was fine for a little while, but he just kept getting big lumps on his back, and he just sadly didn't get better after that, and Peter ended up in a hospice, which was really nice, and the people were lovely, but it just wasn't suitable for him. I mean, he had Asperger's syndrome too, so he was autistic, and he had kind of childlike thoughts. That was how he was. So yeah, it just wasn't right for him. I mean, it felt so clinical, it felt like a hospital. And you know, when you're so scared, when you're about to pass away, and you just want to be at home, you know, it's not the right thing, and getting the internet was such a struggle. And I mean, he did have a TV, and that was great. But another problem that we had was when he had visitors, the nurses there would often be like, keep it down guys, come on. And we're like, well, really? Because we're trying to make him feel happy, you know? And that was so important to us. We just wanted him to feel comfortable and to feel loved and to know that we were really there for him. So once Peter had passed away, we thought he was too special a person to just let him go and to just let everyone slowly forget about him. We were not going to have that happen. We thought, we have to set up a charity, and we have to let his legacy live on forever, because he deserved that. He deserves everyone to speak his name, just like Ed. Everyone should know about Peter, everyone should know about Ed, and how much pain they went through and how strong they were. So that's why we set up Peter's Place. We want to make a hospice that is just perfect for the needs of people of 16 to 30, and so that they can go there, they can be around other people their age, and they can just feel so comfortable and love being where they are, and you know, have their family around and not have to worry about things like being too loud. We just want it to be such a nice place for them to be when they have to go through that. And, you know, if you guys could support us, we could tell so many of your fans about Peter's Place, and we can just hopefully expand Peter's Place so much so that we can have a hospice, and so that we can have maybe even more than one hospice, and this won't be a problem anymore, because at the moment no one actually has recognised this gap. No one knows. So we need to do this. This is what Peter's Place wants to do. And currently we have just become a registered charity, and this is our number. So thank you so much for watching our video, and I'm going to pass you back to James.
So Susie and her mum Rose both thought that the support available for young cancer sufferers once they turn past 16 is basically non-existent. So that's why in March last year they set up the charity Peter's Place, which is primarily for people aged 16 to 30 with cancer, although we are making it for people with other life-limiting illnesses too. The main goal for the charity is to set up a nice hospice in Kent for people aged 16 to 30. But that's a more long-term goal. That's going to take a lot of money. So the more immediate thing we want to start doing is to set up drop-in centres for people who are suffering to meet and befriend each other, have a good time. Also help the families network too. So we've got enough money to do that. We've got like nearly 13 grand at the moment, which is like enough money to get a room permanently and fill it full of video games and stuff so people can come along and have a good time. That's not the main problem at the moment. The main problem for us at the moment is getting to the people who need and want the help in the first place. It's getting the word out. So if Eddsworld tried to support us, that would probably help us massively just by helping to spread the word, nothing else. So yeah. So I was thinking of making a submission for the project for Awesome. I'm still quite inexperienced at making content for the internet. If Eddsworld wanted to help with that, that would be brilliant. That would like make my year. I just thought, I saw your last video and I thought what you're talking about is the exact sort of charity that Peter's Place is, so I thought it would be worth sending you this. If you chose to support us, that would be a dream come true for the charity, so yeah. If you could maybe go down the doobly-doo, look at the Peter's Place website, maybe read more in detail about Peter's story and what we are about as a charity, and message me about it, that would be brilliant. So, yeah. See you, Tom. Don't forget to be awesome.